Hi, I'm Maya Rudolph, and this is my A to Z. A is for, aw man, this is hard. B is for babies. I love babies. I love the way they smell. C is for vitamin C. I've been taking lipospheric vitamin C every day this entire quarantine. Take your vitamin C. D is for Donatella Versace. One of my all-time favorite things I ever got to do on Saturday Night Live, and for the human being as well. E is for Entertainment Weekly. It's a very small upstart periodical that I think the kids are gonna really love. F is for f***. It is one of my favorite curse words, and I really feel like it helps me describe how I'm feeling, especially when I'm frustrated. G is for Mini G, the tiny pony I just hung out with today. Mini G stands for mini gangster. Mini G is a very small gangster. H is for hair. I have a lot of hair. I've always had a lot of hair. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a lot of hair for a long time. You can see that I have a lot of hair right now. This is my real hair. I did not buy this hair. I was given this hair upon birth, and there's a lot. I stands for Ida, that's my daughter's name. J stands for Jack, that's my son's name. K is my middle initial, and I don't love my middle name. And my middle name was misspelled on my birth certificate, which is really annoying. I probably need to get that fixed. L stands for Lucy, that's my daughter's name. M is for Minnie, my mom. N is for Nancy Reagan. I have been watching the Reagans docuseries, and it's fantastic. And Nancy Reagan is fascinating. O is for Oprah. I got to go to Harpo Studios and be on the Oprah Winfrey Show when I started doing her on SNL, and it was a dream come true. And when I got out there, it was very emotional. And I remember Oprah grabbed me by the hand and she looked me in the eye and she said, "Don't cry." And I was like, okay. P is for my daughter Pearl. It's also for Prince. I love Prince. I don't know if you guys have heard that by now. I'm in a band called Princess, and I actually really miss playing shows a lot, and I'm looking forward to a day when none of us have to worry about COVID and we can all go see a music show and sing and dance and get really stupid. Q is for Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest. He is very talented and very attractive. R is for Rudolph. I just learned when I did the genealogy show, Finding Your Roots, I found out that the origin of my last name, Rudolph, was actually Rudashevsky. I was told my whole life we were from Latvia, but we're in fact from Lithuania, and we were Rudashevsky. And my family helped build the synagogue in my town of Vilna. I thought that was amazing, and I can't believe I spent the majority of my life not knowing that that was our actual name. S is for Severus Snape, because I am a Harry Potter late bloomer, but my children and I have finally watched all of the Harry Potter movies over quarantine. And I love Snape a lot. And I sometimes impersonate him at home when my children aren't listening to me. T stands for Mr. T. And Mr. T really makes me happy. Mr. T used to tell us not to do drugs and to stay in school, and I remember those days a lot, and I think he's cute as a button. I think he's adorable. He doesn't scare me at all. U stands for uvula, which is the punching bag in the back of your throat. I don't know. V stands for Victor Victoria. It's one of my favorite movies. It's a fantastic Blake Edwards movie that's like one of my childhood favorites. I feel like all my childhood favorite movies were movies made for 40-year-olds, but for some reason they were all my favorite movies. W is for Wim Wenders, which is confusing because it sounds like two V's, but it's two W's. X is one of my favorite bands from Los Angeles. I'm a Los Angeles native. I feel like X is a good soundtrack to that time and to what it feels like to be a Los Angeles native from the era that I was born in. Y is for yogurt. I recently spent some time in Greece and learned that Greek yogurt is exponentially better in Greece. It's delicious, it melts in your mouth, it feels like it came fresh from whatever animal it was from, and it is divine. It's so good, and if anyone knows how I can get Greek yogurt here that tastes like that, please call me. Z makes me think of Bobby Z, who's the drummer of The Revolution, but also a wonderful human being, and makes me think of Prince and The Revolution, and The Revolution is one of my all-time favorite bands. And that's not his real last name. It's not Z. And that's the alphabet according to me. It was really good.